All right. I think this is going to be maybe a hot take. I'm sure other people maybe agree with me, but I want to talk about House of Chains a little bit after finishing Subbook 3. And I want to say that reading Memories of Ice first, uh, reading Memories of Ice, it was one of my favorite books that I've ever read. I really loved it. A part of the reason I loved it is it finally felt like there was that tension that I was looking for. I mean, there was tension in the other books, but there was really somebody from the start. You know, it was just really ramped up, really ramped up. It seems like the stakes were more global even, and there was also something about this Panian Damin, which I just wanted to know what the heck it was like when you get inside of it. And it's had that in all of the books so far. You know, when we talk about the Warrens and we see the Imperial Warren of Ash, and in the first book we get into Shadow or whatever, and we talk to these twins, and we kind of experience chaos. And in the next books, you know, we have the Whirlwind, which just feels different. In this third book, I've been to the area of the Tist Leosin. We've seen the Omtos Falak, and we've seen all these different warrens that just feel different. And not only that, I am right now, I guess I shouldn't say I'm done the Subbook 3. I'm actually like 5 pages away. I'm at this tree that's not supposed to be here. And this whole Jag Odin has been very interesting. And not only because they just feel different, you know, obviously time is a little wonky, and, you know, it's they're every place that they're going, especially here in Seven Cities, just seems like there's so much buried history that I just want to uncover. And that's one of the things that I think is so cool about this series. Even though I was excited to get into the Panian Damin in Memories of Ice, and it was very cool thematically, you know, I'm kind of done with it. But it was cool thematically that it was just this ultimate destruction. Kind of like the Whirlwind is a lot like that. But it's this destruction that just eats, and it's like it just leaves this blackness kind of behind it, just eating all life as it goes. And the people with it's like everyone's on this perimeter, like this ring of this fire just spreading, but the fire is the people just spreading out. And as they have nowhere to eat, they just kind of lay there. They lay there. They look dead to the people who are walking in until they get. Anyway, thematically so cool. But in House of Chains, there's been a lot of build-up. There has been. It's a lot like the Convergence in Memories of Ice, but there's been more places that we've gone that has that intrigue. But the magic of this world has really come alive for me in House of Chains. The magic of the history, like with this tree and everything with Icarium and the Talani Math, these renegades and the nascent. Like I read the Silmarillion for the Lord of the Rings after reading that and The Hobbit and a couple of these other kind of side things, and it was really cool. But man, a lot of it went over my head because it was just shotgun blasted. Now I've been going back to the epigraphs and things that feel a little bit like that, but they've been I've been going back and seeing what I've missed, what some of the breadcrumbs, kind of Silmarillion type stuff is there. And it's just been very cool, very cool. One of my favorite games when I bought a PlayStation ages ago, I didn't know what to buy, and I bought Dark Souls with it because I didn't want to buy a bunch of games. I wanted to buy some difficult games that would last me a while, so I bought that. And if you don't know about that, it's very quiet. And it just kind of captured me scratching the same sort of itch that Malazan does. It's just very quiet, and the lore isn't spoon-fed. You're just kind of dropped in, and you're just, every place you go in this game and in Malazan has this totally different feel. Uh, like there's something more to see here that's either being seen and not understood. Like there's all these ascendants and these races that have an idea of what has happened in the history, but even then it's like everyone has like a muddy version. One of the things that I would describe as why I think this is such a cool series, and really why it's come alive with House of Chains for me, is it's like the intrigue we have when we look at ancient Egypt or ancient Mesopotamia or whatever, you know, all these ruins, even like the ruins that are in the Amazon or in North America, these mounds along the Mississippi and things. There's just so much intrigue, and that is found in Malazan. But unlike what we have in real life, we're getting we're getting some answers. And so I would say if you are into that sort of thing, where you just want to know more of what really happened, it's found in these books in droves, in droves. It's like you could just scoop out more of. No wonder there's so many books, because every area they can just flesh things out so well, and they have these core concepts that I don't know how much they knew going into this first book, if they really had it as fleshed out in their minds as where it would go, or how much they built as it went along. But sure seems like they had. It sure seems like they knew what happened in this world before starting these great books. I can't wait to get to the other series. I've bought the next 2 books after Midnight Tides. I'm expecting I'm just going to go right through them. And thank you for being patient on my slow speed. Real life, I'm really always conscious of recently of just making sure I'm balanced with work life and with family life. See my toys that I play with. My toys, not my toys. But you know, if I'm going to do a whole bunch of videos and read and all this and this and this, I was trying to teach my daughter to ride a bike today. Just can't do it all. Just can't do it all at the pace I would like to. So thanks for being patient. I'm making sure that I'm reading it slow enough to where I can gather what I want to gather. I know I say in my beginner videos to just go with the flow and keep going. And I think that would work for most people. But for me, I really, I'm finding enjoyment in picking away at the details and stuff. So I am purposely going slow with this series. So hope that's fine. But thank you for showing up. I have some ideas for some videos I would like to do, but again, going to make sure I do it when I'm excited for something, right? And so I don't burn out on my other stuff. So thank you. And I wonder, I'm so excited for this next book. I don't know if it goes back to Genebacus or whatever. I mean, meaning memory or Midnight Tides or whatever. And don't tell me. I want it to be a total surprise. I've been trying to keep away from wikis and things like that. And yeah, I barely even know the names of the next books coming up, which is exciting. So, all right, I'll talk to you there.